Alright guys, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about mason bees and mason beehives today. I've made 3 of them and I'm going to put them up later today. And I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what beneficial bees are and what non-beneficial bees are. Now, beneficial bees are honeybees, mason bees, and mud bees. Now, mud bees are also called wasps. I call them mud bees because they'll collect the mud from a puddle and they'll make their nest up on the side of a house. Now, wasps are beneficial in 2 ways. Wasps will they'll kill tree borers. They'll dig them out of their trees and they'll devour them. And 2, they'll also pollinate a little bit. Now, honeybees, they obviously make a big honey nest inside of a tree or inside of a building. And then there's mason bees. Now, mason bees, what they'll do is mason bees will find a tube like a reed. And that's what these are. They're made out of reeds. And they'll find, usually what they do is they'll bore into like wood borer holes inside of trees or buildings. And they'll lay their eggs in there. Now, what they do, let me explain this to you, is they'll come to the back of these tubes of these reeds and they'll lay a layer of mud, and then they'll lay a layer of pollen and nectar like a hard shell, and then they'll lay their egg, and then they'll repeat the step all the way to the end where they'll cap it off with mud. So basically what that does is the mud protects the egg. When the egg hatches, it'll eat the nectar and pollen nugget until it is fully developed. Now, it'll develop into an immature or a mature bee, depending on the subspecies of mason bee. And when they're done, they'll hatch, the way she lays them, they'll hatch from the front out. So the front one will hatch, then the second one to the front, then the third, then the fourth, and all the way to the back. Now, these are of a bit different kind. I've seen people string them with cans with a string through it. I've got a plan. These go on the south or eastern side of a building, and they will, what we'll do is we'll screw in 2 screws into the tree. Now, this will not hurt the tree that bad. It will do a little bit of damage, but it won't kill the tree. We're going to put one on the cottonwood, on the locust, and on this elm. And we're going to put them on the southeastern side. That way they get the morning and the afternoon sun. And so what they'll do is they'll go in there, and they'll burrow down in there, and they'll lay their eggs. Now, one other thing is wasps will need mud. As you can see, this tree, that tree, and that tree, and all of our other trees, they produce a lot of mud. As much mud along with our squash and viner patch and our compost pile and our tomato rows. Now, these bees are beneficial because I will need them to pollinate all my fruit trees and all my vegetables this year. So that's why I'm getting an early start on it. I just wanted to chat with you a little bit about mason bees. They're a very interesting subject to me. What I've done is I've Gorilla Glued some of the looser ends in, but I've Gorilla Glued them in the back of the can. So that way, and the Gorilla Glue won't hurt the bees. I've hot glued some of these shut because they were broken and leaking. They're broken apart, so I've hot glued some of them shut. But as you can see, they're very sturdy. They're not going to go anywhere. They're good for the bees. Alright guys, this was Arizona Homesteader. Goodbye.